Hello out there in YouTube land, welcome to the OKGoodReview channel. So this screen that you see before you is part of a loop, because Dell, of course, this garbage 15, the old garbage 15 here, still, this is day 5 of not having this thing working. And so Dell is saying it's Windows. It's all Windows' fault. Windows 10 has ruined everything for everybody. Windows 10 is wrecking Christmas. It's all Windows 10, all Microsoft. Except, so right now, we're kind of at the throwing spaghetti at the wall phase of things. And I've got some time before I actually get my converter to pull the hard drive. So I thought I would try some other stuff. So I tried a third-party thing called Rufus. Rufus gives me some boot up options I didn't have before, but neither of them actually will boot. So I tried also the HTTP boot, which won't connect to my actual broadband. So I tethered it to my phone, and it connected there, but it said it couldn't give me an IP address. Right now, it just ran a test, and it's stuck in this loop where it can't find an IP address, apparently, or can't create one with my phone. And then it does a test, and then it comes here to establish a network connection to download something. And then it is stuck on the screen, and it won't go any further. Now, if I reboot it, and I try to go to the support assist thing, and that sends me to another download page. So it won't connect to any of my networks, except for the cell phone, like I said before. But even now, so now, today, it won't connect to that either. So it won't connect to a network that has no password, which is my guest network. It won't connect to either my repeater or my actual Wi-Fi system, like everything else here does. And it won't any longer connect to my tethered cell phone. So this somehow is Windows' fault. It's Windows' fault that the Dell computer, through BIOS, won't connect to anything. I'm not sure how that could be the case, because BIOS is not a thing that should be relying on Windows. Like, I think you can blame Windows 10 for stuff, sure. So supposedly an update from Windows 10 corrupted the entire Windows operating system. It ruined it somehow, right? Some nebulous glitch, right, came through. Maybe it's like the show Glitch Tech, right, where these malevolent glitches are running around maliciously creating havoc. I don't think so. I think this is a Dell problem that they somehow think they should have additional money to solve, when it's their trash that isn't working in the first place. I might be winding up having to get another computer, right? I might have to get now a third laptop. If I do, what I think I'm kind of thinking about doing is I'm going to fresh start this thing to oblivion, and then maybe I'll make this a Windows 11 machine. I'm not sure yet. And then I'll make that other one a Windows 10, whatever new one I get. And then at some point, when I finally have confidence in that machine, then maybe I'll fresh start the Lenovo and see if I can actually get that thing to work reasonably acceptably. During this process, it has frozen up about 3 or 4 times now, I think, in this process of trying to create bootable disks for this piece of garbage that Dell is trying to blame on Windows. So the Rufus thing didn't work, the Windows thing didn't work, the automated support assist didn't work. There is a second option in the OS recovery tool from Dell, which is it's basically, it looks like it's a reinstaller of Windows with no drivers, none of the Dell stuff on it. And I did create that one. That one took about 2 hours to actually make last night. But I did make that one. I have not tried it as of yet, because I don't want it to try to wipe the hard drive. I don't want to try to format the hard drive. to reinstall itself. So that one I'm holding off on for now. There is one more thing I'm going to try here. With the Rufus boot disk has given me some additional options. So I think what I'm going to do is I have to go buy another memory stick now to do this. But I'm going to go get another memory stick and I'm going to try to actually do the automated version of Dell and plug them both in and see what actually happens there. But there's no reason that this shouldn't be booting from USB. Well, what it will do is it will attempt to boot it, and then it will actually just turn off the USB. So the lights will go off on the USB device, and then it will go back into the logo with the little scrolling wheel at the bottom and stay there. Like, I've left that thing on overnight a couple times now, just waiting to see if it was going to do anything, but it doesn't. I find it really, really entertaining that Dell's impression is to just sit and blame Windows 10 for this. So what else can we blame Windows 10 for? Should we blame them for the fact that the Dell website won't let me download the manual for this? Should we blame them for that too? It's been 2 days. The tech sent me, or actually, so he didn't send me, he told me a link to go to download the manual so I could figure out how to get that captive screw out of the back of the hard drive, which will probably be another video because I think I'm just going to have to just play around with it and try to figure it out on my own. Like everything else from Dell, right? Everything else. We have your money and the hell with you. You know, they don't care at that point. Once the machine is gone, it's gone. It's gone, baby. It's gone. Unless they can somehow extract more money out of you. So, but they can't tell me what it is that they would do somehow to make it work that I haven't already tried. Everything that they've suggested has failed, including trying to get that manual, by the way. I put in my number. There's supposed to be a manual specific to this machine. I put in the number on the website, and it just hangs out. Just scrolls endlessly. So, I'll tell you this. Whatever Dell did in the past to get their reputation, they've, as far as I'm concerned, they've completely fallen now. Completely. What a disaster of a company. I can't say the machines are... The other two machines seem to be okay, still. But this thing... You know, those were earlier machines. This one is from 2021. This is from this year. Summer of this year. And it's still... I think today I'm just barely passed over the 5-month mark of having this thing. And this is what I get. This is what you get for a laptop that's over $1,000 from Dell. So word to the wise there. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go and get another memory stick and see if I can make this recovery image thing that this Dell software seems to want, but it can't establish a network connection. Windows fault. It's Windows fault that the stupid wireless device on this computer, it's Windows fault that it can't connect to anything. That's Windows. Right? It's not a hardware problem. They've decided there's no hardware problems on this. Not hardware. It's all software. It's all Windows 10. Windows 10 is a gigantic red gremlin with a pitchfork that is just conveniently stabbing the computer at opportune times to make sure nothing works on it. Dell, you are just flatly ludicrous. What a wreck of a company. Okay, so got the two sticks in here. Can't boot from either one of them. I was able to finally find the manual for this thing, and the instructions are incorrect. It is not the actual schematic for the board that is in this case. So they haven't updated any of that. There's no reference to the captive screw that's there. It's a completely different sort of attachment mechanism. And I mean, I don't expect anything from Dell at this point. You know, I think they should make it right. I think they should actually just refund me this thing, the whole thing. You know, because 5 months out of this thing, and now I pretty much am at the point where once I pull the hard drive out, I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to redo the whole thing from scratch. But I don't have the converter cable to pull the files off. That probably won't be here until January. So this will probably be the last video on this for a while. I'm probably not going to attempt it any further. I do have the one which I think is a full install of Windows that I'm tempted to try, but I also don't want it to overwrite the files. So this is just poor. This is just really, really. I mean, it's a disgrace. It really is. That Dell can't have any of their tools, any of their so-called support work. None of it. None of the BIOS. And we can blame Windows all we want. I'm not a fan of Windows. But Dell is flatly lying when they say that this is all Windows. That is not a thing. Windows is not getting in the way of connecting. It isn't. And it's just absurd that nothing works on this thing. So, I mean, lesson learned, right? I thought that Dell had something going on that would help their things perform better, but they don't. This thing, I can't even get into it right now. So I'm stuck with this really, really, really funky Lenovo that's it's agony to deal with. But I'm stuck with that thing for another few weeks anyway, at least, until I can get the hard drive out and get my files. So everything that I had planned for end of the year is shot because Dell can't be bothered unless I give them more money for something that was already overpriced. So, Dell, you completely suck, and I will never buy another of your machines. Anyway, the saga will continue, I guess, in the next video on this, because I'm going to keep making these until I eventually get it working again. But this will be probably the last one for 2021 because I don't anticipate me messing around with it anymore until I can actually get the cable to so I can get into the SSD and I can get my stupid files. That Dell, by the way, doesn't care about. They don't care if all my files are trashed. Ridiculous. This is seriously hopeless. Like, you are just garbage. What a trash company. I'm embarrassed that I bought a Dell. I really am. Anyway, though, hopefully maybe this can be a warning for everybody out there that you should not look at this company for anything. And they also own Alienware, so I don't trust them anymore either. So if Dell wants to make it right, you know my email. Get in touch with me. But outside of that, if anybody has recommendations for an actual good computer, I'm leaning towards probably an HP or maybe an MST. I'm not sure yet. But I'm really pleased that I have to be looking at buying another laptop. Like, thrilled to death. Clowns. Dell, you are a bunch of clowns. But not the funny ones. The sad, decrepit, trash, useless ones. Anyway, if this is of use to somebody out there, hopefully it is, or you have just enjoyed me bashing just this garbage, worthless computer company, leave us a like, hit the old thumbs up if you haven't done so already. There's comments and notifications. Feel free to use that if you care to do that. Whether or not, come follow us on Twitter, where there's actual normal stuff. I'm not carrying on Twitter about this atrocity, although I probably should be. So there's normal stuff like display shots and the usual content we have on our channel. But that's going to do it for this time. We will undoubtedly see you in the next video concerning this thing because it is still not working. This is day 5, as I mentioned. But I don't expect this to be going now until day 20, probably, of this not working. So that's an entire month that is going to be eating into the warranty. By the way, the warranty is meaningless. You might as well not have a warranty, Dell. It doesn't mean anything. You guys don't want to help. All you're like, hey, throw some more money at us. That's what you should do. Why should I do that? Your stuff doesn't work. Oh, hey, look at this. Huh? Nice. It says that it had a problem, it has to restart. So it's going to do that. So let's just watch it restart for a second here. Oh, we're flashing the keyboard. That's fun. Oh, I don't I don't see it restarting. Oh, it's preparing automatic repair. So this will be in a loop for automatic repair for probably until I turn this thing off. But we're going to conclude it here. Anyway, stay tuned for the next one, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.